Shalom, brethren. Evangelist Nduna. There's something that I want to speak about from the book of Revelation, chapter number 21, verse number 4. The Bible says, He will wipe tears from their eyes. There will be no more death. There will be no more crying. There will be no more mourning. There will be no more pain. Right? For the old order of things will have passed away. This is the NIV. For the old order of things will be passed away. I was reading this passage yesterday and the Lord helped me to understand it in this way. And I was listening to this song that is playing on the background by Minister Tikshwa Zama, Rubatsiro Rwangu. I want you to understand this and I want you to get this. Do you know that there are things that you have prayed for and God gave you according to your own order? And you can boldly say that I prayed for this or I worked for this and that's why I have it. And it's very true. But that was according to your order. Israel, they cried for a king and they chose Saul. And God gave them Saul because it was their order of doing things. Until a time when it came for God to do things in his order. That's when he gave them David. I want you to look into your life today. You might be saying, I am at a better position, I've been praying and everything, God is on my side. But he has been on your side. If you go back on verse number 3, they say that the Lord is coming and he will dwell amongst us. But he can come and dwell, it's okay, but there are certain orders after us that can prevail for a while. Until his order comes and take place. You know, when I got that revelation, I said, God, I started to look into my life. How many things have I been doing according to my own order? And I'll go before him and pray and ask for this. He gives me according to my order. Because I am the one who needs that. But then there's a time that God comes and says, now look at this. I am now doing things in my order. The new order. He's now doing things in his order. Most of us as Christians, we don't like the order of God. Because we have got the things that we have chosen to ourselves that we want. And that's how we want our life to progress. Until a time that shall come and say, God saying enough is enough to do things according to your order. It's now. Jesus Christ one time in Matthew chapter number 6, he was teaching them how to pray and he said, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, including in me. But most of us, we don't want the will of God to be done in our lives. Because it will seem as if our will, his will is against all the things that we want. But it's all about him implementing his order in my life. When God is implementing his order, I know no failure. I know no failure, no matter what. But as Christians, we don't want that. I want you to be encouraged and say, come to a point where you say, you know what? The old order of things, let it go. I need the new order. The order that comes from God. Shalom.